Ladies and gentlemen, I am Brock Beard, and this is your starting lineup for the Sunoco Red Cross Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono. Rain washed out qualifying for the 5th points race of 2009. For the 4th of those 5, it is the Rushville Rocket, two-time and last June's Pocono winner Tony Stewart on the pole. Apparently, Stewart wants to sweep Pocono so much that he's doing exactly the same thing he did in June. He wrecked his primary car in practice and will have to go to the back of the pack, but don't expect him to stay there for long. Starting second today will be the 40 Dominate of last week's winner and two-time Pocono winner, Jimmy Johnson. Row 2, the Wonder Boy, Jeff Gordon, goes for his 5th win here in Pennsylvania, and the Blue Deuce of Kurt Busch dominated this race 2 years ago. Row 3, it's Black Kid Quacks. It's sponsored by Aflac. The 99 of Concrete Carl Edwards was first and second his last 2 starts here, and Denny Hammer and Hamlin swept the season in 2006. The 4th row has the Rocket Man 2003 winner Ryan Newman, and Casey Kane took the checkers here in June of 2008. For those of you scoring at home, that's 16 Pocono wins between each of the top 8 drivers in today's field. Row 5, the Mark 5 of Mark Martin hopes his 20th top 5 at Pocono will be his first win in the Tricky Triangle, and Juan Pablo Montoya, the Destroyer, dominated last week at Indy and has his sights set on victory lane today. Row 6, the Biffmeister, Greg Biffle, and mighty Matt Kenseth in his last season with the DeWalt colors. Row 7, Hoodaman, David Rudaman, third here in June, and the Wild Thing, Kyle Busch, must fight his way back into the chase at one of his most challenging tracks. Row 8, the Red Bulldozer of Brian Vickers, second here in June of 08, and the Warrior from Emporia, Clint Boyer, 6th last August. Row 9, the Mayor, Jeff Burton, has 7 top 5s at Pocono. The Tasmanian Devil, Marcus Ambrose, flies the flag for iRacing.com. Row 10, Sliced Bread himself, New Hampshire winner Joey Logano had a good run at Indy, and Joplin, Missouri's Jamie McMurray is looking for a ride in 2010. Row 11, it's the Chevrolets of Agent Single 07, Casey Mears, and fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. in car 88. Row 12, happy Kevin Harvick from California, and the New Jersey Fury, Martin Truex Jr. Row 13, the Master of Disguise, Elliott Sadler, and 3-time Pocono winner Bobby Labonte in the DLP Ford. Row 14, a pair of Richard Petty Motorsports cars with Reed 43 Sorenson and AJ Allmendinger had a top 10 going in June before he ran out of fuel. Row 15 has the 77 of Defiance, Ohio's Sam Hornish Jr. and the UPS Ford with the amazing David Reagan behind the wheel. Row 16, the Napa Maniac, Michael Waltrip rolls out a backup car after an incident during Friday's practice, and David Stremme in Roger Penske's number 12. Row 17, the bright yellow fella, Paul Menard's fabulous fluorescent Ford, and Robbie Gordon in his Toyota. Row 18, John Andretti's Taco Bell Chevy clinks tenaciously to the 35th spot in owners' points, and Sterling Marlin rebounds from his DNQ at Indy. Row 19 has a need for Scott Speed, and David Gilliland's new sponsor is working to increase awareness of a rare form of cancer. Row 20, NEMCO Joe NEMECHEK is there, and so is the Buckeye Bullets' Dave Blaney, top 10 in Friday's practice. Row 21, the threat from Joliet, Patrick Carpentier gets back in the Guy Fieri's Knuckle Sandwich Toyota, and after 7 DNQs and 5 withdrawals, the Gunselman Gang makes its first start since Martinsville with Mike 60 Minutes Wallace aboard. And starting scratch on the field in Row 22, it's Tony I'll Still Make It Even If It Rains in car 37. Nobody failed to qualify for this week's race, and that is because Derek Cope, the 44th car on the list, withdrew on Wednesday. The 75 team will make its next attempt at Michigan. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your field for the Sunoco Red Cross Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono.